Thanks for joining. I have some great things planned for today, so let's get started. The first one is going to be twisty wristy. For those of you who haven't done it before, we're taking the left hand out in front of us, palm facing up, taking the right hand, pulling those fingers back towards us, really feeling a nice stretch through the forearm here. Keeping that pressure on those fingers, reach up towards the ceiling. I realize my hands are out of the view now, but keeping my arm straight, hand in the same position. Taking that elbow, bringing it down towards the left hip, keeping that pressure on those fingers, not changing that at all. We're going to rotate the fingers out, away from our body, and then come down into a squat. Turning the head away from the hand that's pointed outward. And now we're going to take 6 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And taking that right foot, stepping behind us, coming down into the squat, really feeling that pressure building on that left side. Now we're going to breathe in through the mouth, out through the mouth 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come back up, shake it out. Take a nice deep breath. Notice from side to side, is it easier to breathe on one side than the other? Feel if your neck feels freer. Any other changes that might have occurred, go ahead and walk around a little bit too and just notice what might have shifted in your body. Now we're going to go on to the right side. Right hand, palm up. Left hand, grab those fingers, pull them back towards your body. Take your hand and reach up towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch all the way down your side, and then bringing that elbow down to the right hip. Tucking that in nice and tight. Bring those fingers out, away from your body, looking now over the left shoulder. Come down into that squat. Feeling that pressure building on that right side now. 6 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Stepping behind you with the left foot now. Come into that squat. Now we're going to do 6 breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Coming back up, shaking it out. Do some swing if you can't walk around. Now we're going to go on to the wrist release. Taking that left hand, grabbing the wrist, bringing the hand like we're rotating it back towards us, the hand that's gripping. And with the left hand now we're going to rotate it around, keeping that grip on the wrist. So we're pinning the skin down and then taking the bones and rotating those bones through that tissue, really allowing for more of a release. I'll back up here a little bit so you can see me. I'm going to squat down just a little bit, placing my right hand on that left knee so I can have a little bit more of a traction. And so now I'm going to take my left hand and reach like I'm reaching for the floor. And in this position now, start to move that left wrist around real slowly. You can hold your fingers together in different ways, like the thumb and the pointer, and move around, and then the thumb and the middle finger, and move around, and just notice where you feel tightness, where there's restriction. Hang out in those areas where you feel that restriction. And remember to breathe. Coming back up. Now we're going to do it on the right side. Right hand, palm facing you. Left hand grabbing that wrist. Rotating that left hand around towards you. Now taking the right hand, facing it, palm out like you're going to tell somebody to stop. Come down into a squat. You can do the seated as well. Bringing your left hand or forearm onto your right knee, and now with the right hand reach down towards the floor. And the same thing. Go through slow ranges of motion, really freeing up all of that tissue around the wrist and into the hand. Remember to breathe. Find different ways of holding your hand. Really going to those full ranges of motion. This is great for things like carpal tunnel, arthritis in the hands and the fingers. Coming back up. Shake it out. Let's move on to the elbow torque. So left hand, left shoulder. Just hand flat on the shoulder there. Elbow sticking straight out in front of you. You're going to take your right hand and grab the tissue around the elbow. You don't want to be too far back, and you don't want to be right on top. You want to be able to twist here. So we're gripping the tissue and then rotating outwards, so away from us. With this one, I like to turn my head over my right shoulder, and then let's take 6 nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, 3, and if you need to regrip, go ahead and regrip, because as that starts to melt, you want to be able to follow that tissue around, like keep that tension on your elbow there. 4, 5, and 6. Release. Shake that arm out. Notice how you feel from side to side. I feel like there's a lot of blood flow in my forearms and hands in general. That left side of my neck's feeling freer, so let's see what happens when we do the right side. So right hand on the right shoulder, gripping around the elbow, rotating away from us again, so outwards. Side feels tighter for me. Taking the head, turning it over the left shoulder. 6 nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I want to hang out here just a little bit longer. I feel like this arm needs a little more time to release. All right, and let that come down. Now we're going to move down into the abdomen area. So we're going to start with the psoas release. This really helps with digestion because we're going to free up where the large intestine and the small intestine meet. Starting out with that right side, you're going to find your belly button and find the edge of your hip and draw a line between the two, and then halfway between that is where you want to be. So you're going to drop down just a little bit below that with your fingers because we're going to be pulling up across that area. So press in, pull up. You want to feel a nice pull. I'm going to so I don't have 2 layers here. If you can get skin on skin, even better. Pull up. Step forward with the opposite leg. So let me back up just a little bit here. So I'm pulling up on the right side. So I'm going to step in front with my left leg, keeping the legs nice and straight. pulling in your spinal pelvic lock, so pulling up your sex organs, pulling your belly button towards your spine. This is going to feel like it's tearing. If it does, you're doing it correctly. That's a sign that the tissue is really tight through here. And so now we're going to lean back and take 6 nice deep breaths. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. 1, 2, making sure your hips are staying straight in front, you're not rotating. 3, 4, 5, 6, and back up. Bring that right leg up. Move around a little bit. Now we're going to do the left side. So same thing, find your belly button, find the edge of your hip, draw that line halfway between. Get on the, so I don't have 2 layers again here. Go chest a little bit further down from that so that as we pull up, we're crossing that line. So press in, pull up. This time we're taking the right foot and stepping in front of us. Leaning back, making sure that spinal pelvic lock's in place so that your back is stabilized. And then again, the 6 nice deep breaths, in through the mouth, out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Coming back up. Shaking that out, doing a little swing. Now we're going to do the belly button torque. So you're going to take your hand, palms facing upward, a little bit of an awkward position, but you'll see in just a second why we're doing it this way. So press those fingers. I'm using the kind of my 3 pointer, middle, and ring finger to press in, and then finding, this can be a pretty tender area for people. You hold so much. This is where we connected with our mothers, and so we store a lot in this area. So pressing in here, then rotate like you're giving a thumbs up. So thumb go up towards the ceiling, and now we're going to breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go ahead and unwind, let that release. Just notice here, maybe stand, see if you feel any changes happening. That always brings my energy right down when I do that. I feel really grounded, my feet feel really solid on the floor. Next one we're going to do is the solar plexus. Same hand position, so you have your ribs where they come together. At the base there you have the xiphoid process. You want to be just below that little triangular shaped bone at the end of our sternum. So again, palm facing up, press in with those 3 fingers, and then like you're giving a thumbs up, rotate that thumb up towards the ceiling, keeping that pressure as you do that. Now let's do 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, 3. Now in through the mouth, out through the mouth 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And unwind. That might have also been tender. Can also store a lot there. That's the diaphragm. We hold a lot of emotions in our diaphragm. Last one we're going to do on the belly is going to be the bladder. So you're going to find your pubic bone, come just above there, finding that soft kind of meaty area that you can press into. And again, palm facing up, 3 fingers, then give the thumbs up. And we're going to do 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2, 3. Now in through the mouth, out through the mouth 3 times. In, 2, 3. Let that go. The next one we're going to do is the hip release, and so I'm going to have to adjust the camera here so you can see me because I'm going to be down on the floor. Kind of angle myself a little bit this way too, so you're going to cross the right leg over the left leg. It's going to be nice and tight together here. And then you're going to bring your ankles, and if this doesn't work for you, you can just grab your knees and bring your knees towards your chest or towards your head. But if you can, grab those ankles. You're going to tuck your chin, and you're going to bring your knees towards your head. And if you want to increase the intensity here, you can take the tissue of your legs, on your shins here, and roll them towards you, and that increases the pull on up onto the hips. And now we're going to just breathe here, in through the mouth, out through the mouth 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can rock back and forth a little bit if you want to. Come back down. Stretch out your legs. Just notice how that feels. And we'll do the other side. So this time, left leg over right leg. Again, keeping those knees real tight together. We're not bringing the ankle over the knee. We're tucking those legs together. Again, grab where you can, ideally the ankles though. Roll that tissue towards you. Tuck the chin, bring the head up. 6 nice deep breaths here. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Rock back and forth if you want to. You can turn your head side to side too. It's another way to kind of increase that. Notice where you feel more tension, and you can hang out there and breathe. All right, let's bring our legs back down. Stretch them out. Just enjoy that for a little bit. That might be really intense for some people. So just give yourself the time that you need to let that integrate. Getting up, walking around is another way to allow your body to integrate. All right, the next one we're going to do, I'm going to bring the chair over because we're going to do the knee torque. And I think, yeah, this is still a good angle here. So you'll want to do this seated because you want to be at a 90-degree angle with your legs. So you're going to take, I like to do this one-handed. You can do it with both hands, both knees at the same time. I'll show you that real quick. You basically are taking your hands, palms are going over your kneecaps, squeezing, and then rotating outward. So both hands are going like this. To me, that's just a little bit, even though I have larger hands, it's still a little bit much for me. So I like to take and wrap, just like we did with the elbow. We're wrapping around the patella, the kneecap here. Squeezing that tissue and then rotating outward. So just like with the elbow. And the reason that we rotate outward, some people, their knees do point out, but the vast majority of us collapse inward. And so we're wanting to take that, because what that does is the fascia then compensates for that. And so we're wanting to bring it back out and around so that it's not all collapsed in here, pulling us in even more. We're going to take it and we're going to unwind it and really free up the legs here. So again, wrap around the patella, squeeze, rotate outward, and breathe. Let's do in through the mouth, out through the mouth 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and unwind. Now let's go to the other side. Both hands wrap around that patella, squeeze, rotate outward, and breathe. In through the mouth, out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Unwind. Go ahead and get up and walk around a little bit. Notice how that feels. Maybe it's freed up in there. Maybe it feels easier to walk. For me, it feels like my legs are really wanting to jump out in front of me, actually. All right, now we're going to do the shins, freeing up our shins. So again, you'll be in a chair. You're going to interlace your fingers. You're going to get right to kind of where the foot and the legs meet here. Gripping hold of that. And then pressing your leg out. And you can go back and forth then, once you have that nice grip, holding tight here. Taking the foot up and down, pointing the toe, flexing the foot, and you can take it side to side. Noticing where it maybe doesn't want to go, hanging out there a little bit longer, allowing for a release. Bring that back down. Noticing how that feels. Then we're going to do the calf. We're going to, same thing, we're interlacing the fingers, but this time we're going on the back side. I grip hold of the front with my thumbs because it helps me kind of get more purchase. And this time we're doing a heel kick, so we're pressing the heel out. Same thing here, you can go back and forth, or the up and down, side to side. Can even rotate the hands back and forth, just really in getting the foot action involved as well, and really seeing where does it feel stuck. If your ankles tend to swell, that sort of stuff, this really frees this up, allows for the fluid to flow through here, allows the lymph flow to happen. Because when this fascia is tight through here, then lymph just can't move back up as easily. Blood flow is restricted as well. So this is an excellent thing to do. And if it's hard to do for yourself, you can grab a towel too and kind of hook it on here and pull. You don't want to get anything like exercise bands because they end up restricting things more than anything else. Or if you can find someone who will do this for you, can do it while you're standing, and they could grip hold of the leg here and just free that up. So then we're going to do the hamstring. We're going to get at the back of the knee here. Same thing, interlaced fingers. Lean back, just kind of like you're hanging out here. You can take the legs side to side. You can rock the hands back and forth too, really pinning the tissue and then rotating it and finding where it doesn't want to go. Where does it feel extra tight, stuck? And that's where you want to hang out. Breathing into this area. Make sure that you're not tensing everything. You're not trying to hold this with your arms. You're just kind of relaxing here. and back down. Last one we're going to do on this leg is the ankle release. So getting in here, gripping hold around the ankle. I take one hand, so I'm going to start out right hand's rotating back, left hand's rotating forward, pinning that tissue, so I'm squeezing it, rotating it, and then taking my foot and moving it through and around here. And then you can go the other way. Come up this way too, gripping both sides, rotating one hand one way, the other, one hand towards you, one hand away from you. Really freeing up that ankle. Might hear popping and cracking happening in here. That's not a bad thing. That's everything starting to reseat itself, freeing things up. All right, so let's do the same ones on the other side. So let's start out with the shin, interlacing the fingers, getting just above where the foot joins the leg, pressing in there, taking the foot and pushing it away and down, pointing and flexing the foot. Rotate here a little bit so you can see. Taking the foot side to side. Can flex the foot, take it side to side as well. Just notice where does it want to go, where it doesn't want to go, what feels easy, what feels hard. Now we're going to do the back, the calf area. This time we're taking the heel, pressing it out. Same thing, pointing and flexing that foot. Side to side. Circles. Just get creative. This is about exploring. Everybody's body is going to be a little different. Where you're tight is going to be different from where I'm tight, and so what you want to be doing might be different than what I'm doing here. So you're really just going, paying attention to your body, opening up those lines of communication, really tuning in. All right, let's move on to the hamstring. So now back behind the knee. You're not right on the knee, you're just above where the crease is. Lean back, hang out, press that leg out, press that whole foot towards or away from you. You can rock side to side here with your hands, really pinning the tissue and wrapping it around, finding where it feels tight. Breathing, hanging out in a tight area. Even try moving your foot around, see if that increases the pull or the tension. All right, and come back down and let's finish up with the ankle. So again, you can cross your right leg over your left knee here. Grip hold, bring your, rotate your left hand away from you, your right hand towards you. Move that foot around in this position. You might feel that burning sensation. That's just letting you know that you're connecting with adhesions in your fascia and you're starting to unwind those. So that's, even though it's maybe not the most comfortable thing, it's actually a really beneficial thing. And breathe. Taking the hands the other direction, so this time left hand towards you, right hand away from you. Moving in that position. Maybe you notice this is more tender. I certainly do. take the foot this way too. Taking the hands, squeezing, rotating them in opposite directions. Taking the foot, rotating it around. Again, just really freeing up those tissues. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that was helpful. If you found it helpful, please leave comments below. Subscribe if you like this channel, if you're finding these videos helpful, and let me know any other things that you might like help with or ailments you might have that you think fascial maneuvers or block therapy might help with. Thanks.